Hello, San Diego. Well, it has been a long time in coming. The rains are finally on the way. Thanks for joining us here on CBS 8. I'm meteorologist Sean Stiles. We'll look at this very active weather pattern over the next 24 hours. This is a live look outside right now. We can see pretty good amounts of rain coming down in the Orange County and southern parts of that area into Oceanside. As you make your way down into San Diego, the rain is showery now, but over the next 4 to 6 hours, the atmospheric river will plunge into San Diego County and we will see widespread heavy rain from basically 8 o'clock through the overnight hours into about 2 or 3 in the morning. We have a weather impact for you for tomorrow because of that heavy rain lingering into San Diego. We go partly cloudy on Saturday and Sunday. We start to see things warm up as temperatures rebound nicely. Looking at your forecast for the inland microclimates, the exact same thing, heavy rain overnight, and then we start to dry out and warm up. So by the time we get to Sunday, we're back in the low 70s. We could see in the inland areas 2+ inches of rain. The National Weather Service has a high surf advisory along the coastline. We've got a flood watch basically from the mountains all the way to the coastline. And then we've got some very windy conditions out over the deserts. The deserts could see a ½ an inch to an inch of rain from this storm. So this is a legitimate atmospheric river finally coming into San Diego. This will be the first big rain of our entire winter so far. Looking at totals to this point, almost 3 inches at Palomar Mountain. They had a mixture of rain and snow this morning. It has since switched over to rain because the snow levels have lifted. The same goes for Mount Laguna. So you can see the northern part of the county seeing much heavier amounts of rain. Escondido almost 1 inch, and you come down to Chula Vista, barely 1/4 of an inch. National City, the same, downtown 2,100. So we're seeing the rain creep southward as the atmospheric river is pushed further and further south by the area of low pressure. 61 was the high, 66 the 30-year average, and we are starting to add to that deficit right now. We've added 14,100, so we're starting to make up the difference. Don't expect this storm to do that, but it will definitely erode away at the drought conditions we're seeing in San Diego. Currently, temperatures mid-50s in the East County all the way out to the coastline. So 56 Del Mar, 54 Ramona. That's a couple degrees. You could barely tell the difference. And up in the mountains, just not quite cold enough for snow. Snow levels at about 6,500 feet. That will eventually drop a little bit. In the Big Bear and Snow Summit areas, they'll start to see some snow. That'll eventually come down to the resort level. They're certainly seeing snow above 7,500 feet. Rain at San Diego International Airport. Winds are south at 5. That tells us the front has yet to pass over our neck of the woods. 32 in Mammoth. They've picked up 2 to 3 feet of snow already. Another 1 to 2 feet by the time the storm finally pulls on out. We can see this atmospheric river, the plume of moisture coming into Los Angeles. So from San Francisco all the way to Los Angeles, we're talking about 57 or 58 degrees. Looking at the area of low pressure, this is the mechanism that has helped pump this moisture in. So the area of low pressure tapped into an atmospheric river out in the Pacific. This is the conveyor belt bringing in all the moisture. The circulation around the low is in a counterclockwise motion. As the cold air sinks southward, it pushes this plume of moisture further and further south. So Los Angeles getting pounded. It will move through overnight. And by the time we get to tomorrow night, most of the precipitation will have moved out of our region. We'll see scattered showers mainly over the foothills and maybe a little bit of lingering rain in the North County as the area of low pressure moves out. Drier air filters in behind it. Another storm comes into the Pacific Northwest. This one pushes through, but we get blocked by a weak ridge of high pressure, and that keeps the flow out of the northwest. So the activity stays in the west, but not in Southern California. Here's how this plays out overnight. Now you'll notice this bright yellow and orange. This is the plume of moisture, the atmospheric river, pounding Orange County down into Oceanside by about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. This moves southward, and as it does, it moves across the entire county. So by 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Widespread heavy rain across San Diego County. The orange, this could produce up to 1 inch of rain per hour. And we've already seen almost 3 inches of rain in the mountains. So definitely going to see some heavy amounts of rain over the next 24 hours. Eventually, we start to see some drier air behind it. The area of low pressure moves to the east of us, dragging with it that atmospheric river. And then by the time we get to Friday afternoon, we start to see some drier air making its way into Southern California. Valentine's Day looks to be wet. We have that atmospheric river. Will keep the weather impact in place. A few scattered showers in the early morning hours in the inland microclimates, and then we start to see drying conditions. The same goes for the folks in the inland microclimates, and those temperatures will start to warm up just a little bit for the weekend, so that is some good news, although I would like to see another storm in that 7-day forecast, but that's not the case. For the mountains, you're going to see some pretty good amounts of rain and snow down to about 6,000 feet. And even in the deserts, we're talking as much as 1 inch of rain, at least a ½ inch. And with that heavy rain coming down, Mother Nature is going to say, hey, we've got to put the flowers out right now. So be prepared for an early bloom and a quick bloom in the deserts over the next 4 to 6 weeks. That's a look at your weather.